Doctor?
Yes, Miss Moore?
There's a problem in the waiting room.
Oh, I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I'll try to get to you soon.
We have much to do.
I'll try to hurry. Incidentally, what have you been doing lately?
Learning to read and write for the first time.
Well, that's good. I'll get to you soon.
Spell cat.
Well, later.
Write dog.
Not now. I'll get to you soon. As I recall your problem, you still think you're married to a bird. How does she flap her wings again?
Straight up and straight down.
Straight up and down.
And they curve to rise like this, and they'll go down like this.
Like this.
More like this.
More like that. All right, I'll get to you soon. Oh, I forgot your name.
Uncle Sam.
I hope you believe this therapy is of some value to you.
Well, I do believe it, and I believe it most emphatically.
Last week you thought you were Judge Crater. Who are you this week?
The Pope, the spiritual leader of 500 million Roman Catholics.
All right. It's vital that you realize you are the vice president.
The president?
Well, the president. Tell me how you manage that.
By heavy planning.
I say, well, when Mr. Nixon became president 2 years ago...
Well, I hadn't really noticed that he'd done that.
Oh, yes, you mentioned that.
Dick Nixon, Mr. Nixon.
The same, yes.
He didn't say that, did he?
He mentioned it in passing, yes.
Do you mean to say? I don't think it's quite fair.
Regardless, who did you think was president?
Senator Thurman.
That is correct.
Fine, now we can continue.
I said exactly the same words. There isn't any doubt. Really naked.
It's a political thing.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Now, will you please lie down wherever you're comfortable?
In the gutter.
Anywhere, I don't care. Now, what is this new decal on your hard hat?
Mr. Nice Guy.
Getting back to something we covered last session, what brought you to Washington originally?
The Poor People's March.
The Poor People's March. And you decided to stay. Now, oddly enough, the tendency to hallucinate can stem from a dietary deficiency. What do you normally eat for breakfast?
A lot of young people.
And I'll note that. Now, let's try some word association. You know how it works. I give you a word, you reply with the first word that comes to mind. Men.
Yippies.
Women.
Hippies.
Sex.
Let me give you one very significant example.
Well, never mind. We'll try that again. Sex.
1966.
Tiny Tim.
The tenor of the times.
Ecstasy.
A month in Mississippi.
Attila the Hun.
Mr. Nice Guy.
The New York Mets.
Radical liberals.
Rabbi.
Circumscribed.
No, but you're close. All right, now, you know this is my birthday today. What would you like to give me?
A hemorrhage.
All right, well, through for today.
Thank God.
There's so much more that we can do.
Please, this isn't even your day. All right, now, what do you think of your psychoanalysis so far?
There is nothing profounder than it, nothing more beautiful than it, and nothing, in my judgment, more satisfactory than it.
How long have you been coming to me for therapy?
118 years.
Now, to begin with, you were late for therapy again today. What were you doing?
Pouring toothpaste into a tube.
That's what you were doing. All right, now, who do you think you are today?
Henry VI.
Incidentally, I see you're limping today. Did you stub your toe or something?
I ran into a rather interesting aphorism.
I see. I've never asked you this. Who do you see when you look in the mirror?
God.
Now, you've never been elected to public office. What do you think it takes to be elected?
A lot of just plain old racism.
I see. Now, you're a very attractive man, obviously, and what do you like to do when you're with beautiful women?
Usher them into paradise.
There is a ring of bravado there. Perhaps it conceals an insecurity with women. You think it might be that?
It has something, it is a, and
Now, you were telling me you had a recurring nightmare. What is that again?
Richard Nixon becomes president of the United States.
You have this other nightmare when you wake up in a cold sweat and you think you're surrounded by a band of liberals.
They gave that, I resent, my point is.
All right, we'll take you again next week. Where would you like us to conduct the therapy next week?
On a very shaky scaffolding.
All right, you're the governor of California.
There would be several ways to answer that.
You were a movie actor, weren't you? As you look back on it, what was the result of your career?
The Depression.
I see. And now you're the governor.
I'm in the horse business.
You are.
I trade horses.
I see. Do you whinny like that often?
9 chances out of 10.
Well, why hadn't you thought of coming to see me sooner?
It never occurred to me.
It never did. I see. I like that blanket you're wearing.
It has a great many holes in it.
Well, don't catch a chill. Now, have you ever consciously thought that you were on your way to becoming a horse? Do you think you're a horse now?
About 35%.
I see. Why did you want to become a horse, anyhow?
People pay taxes.
I know that. That's a defensive posture. You're afraid of something.
Tax reform, the House and the Senate, my desk, public opinion, the UN, Hanoi.
Not now. I'm sorry. Now, let me put this to you. What do you think you'd do if you met a beautiful filly?
I would propose.
All right. As a horse, did you ever win a race against anybody?
J. Edgar Hoover.
All right. We'll take you again next week. Run along now. Let me try to understand this once more. You are the mayor of Chicago. Has anyone thought to psychoanalyze you before?
Thousands of Chicagoans and people throughout the nation.
I know. That amuses you. Because the mayor...
You wouldn't call me that name. No one should be called that name.
You're getting hostile.
I'm not going to take that from anyone.
Now just relax.
You're a liar. You lie.
You're getting violent. You know who I had to contain you last time.
The FBI, the Justice Department.
That's right.
Army, and the National Guard.
Exactly. Now, please don't forget that.
The District Attorney, the Police Department, the Fire Department.
That's correct.
Call the fire department.
Get in or get out.
Naked, really naked.
Shut up.
For goodness sakes.
Many people are talking.
Please keep the door closed out there. Ms. Moore?
Doctor, I just...
Los representantes de los gobiernos nos han recibido muy bien en todos los países.
Who can continue like this?
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Naked, really naked.
Doctor, I...
The sea, the air, the news, television, opinion.
Bueno. Naked, really naked. For goodness sakes.
I can't stand it.
Ms. Moore?
I've been surrounded by Republicans.
Who can continue?
Spell cat, Right, dog.
Ooh.
Igualmente, los representantes de los...
I see. Now they're taking me away.
Thank God.
All right, lock up, Miss Moore.
Doctor, I...
Oh, wow.